Like, get over yourself. Stop complaining. I'm so gonna get cancelled for this and I've only made 3 videos. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Imani. Third time's a charm. I'm back again. Here to talk again in front of your face as per usual. And today I'm going to be talking about you. That's right, I'm going to talk about you. Because you're secretly kind of toxic. I'll start off with a fat cup of tea. That's what we're going to start off with, because I'm going to be spilling tea. I'm going to be drinking it and I'm going to be spilling it.
Hi.
Okay. But sometimes, you know, sometimes we let ourselves go. Sometimes we're like just a little bit toxic. And this is a video about how to stop being toxic. So I'm going to tell you ways in which I think is beneficial for you to not be a toxic person, be a better person, live your life a little bit more with dignity, with honor. If you like to see more content like this, subscribe, please like, but please comment. I've been talking to the camera for about 3 videos now and I'm starting to panic. Something is wrong, so please comment.
She's got a point.
If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn or Kik, you can at me at notimanakdumed. But yeah, otherwise we'll get straight into it. Hey guys, just a quick disclaimer. This video is 80% facts and 20% satire. If you can take this video both seriously and lightly, you'll find that instead of getting offended, it's quite helpful for you. Anyways, we'll get back into the video. Thanks, bye. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about complaining. Do you ever sit in a room, people are just battering on and off about their lives, and at some point you're following, and then it just gets to a point where you just zone out?
Sorry.
Not only is it insensitive because you are just consuming people's time with your weight and your baggage and your need to complain about your life, but it's like, no one cares. Do something about it. You need to actually read the room and understand when you're sharing too much and when you're complaining too much. There's a healthy conversation, you know, back and forth. Yeah, life's good. Oh, life's a bit rough. But seriously, dude, if you're complaining too much, you're the problem. No one wants to hear about your life story. That's the sad reality of it. No one wants to hear you complaining all the time. Life is very unfair. Life is brutal. The less you complain and just get on with it, the easier your life will be. Be very self-aware on what you're sharing in the world and whether what you're sharing in the amounts that you're sharing, if it's really valuable or not. Learn to read yourself and read the room and read the world. Be receptive to the way the world's responding to you. This one here, it ties in a little bit to, you know, complaining, but I feel like people need to stop kind of expecting empathy for the way that their lives are. Everything in life is unfair. There are things that are circumstantial in the sense where you can't control it. You know, you get dealt the worst cards. But if you're just gonna be saying out in the world like, oh, life is out to get me, or I have such bad luck, there are things that you can control in your life. So without being shady, if your life is constantly bad, there's something that you're doing wrong. I'm so gonna get cancelled for this and I've only made 3 videos. But no, it's true. A lot of things in life cannot be controlled. That's fair enough. But for the things that can be controlled and it's still kind of falling the wrong way, come on, you have to be cognizant of what's going on and why that's happening. Like, I was depressed for 3 years. I was in that space, oh my gosh, the world's out to get me. Why can't I catch a break? You're crying in your room all day. You look like a raccoon, freaking snagging on chocolate all the time. Life is unfair and sometimes things aren't your fault. But if you can switch it and see what things you could have done better or you could have improved or prevented certain situations in your life, that is a more beneficial way of looking at it. Because then you'll constantly be wrapped up on, oh, my life was this way because of that. Everything ultimately is within your control. For example, I got heartbroken because I made a bad choice. If you can learn to see ahead and predict outcomes, then you can try and avoid bad decisions. Sometimes you're human. You don't really see bad outcomes. But sometimes you can. Sometimes you really can, yet you still do it anyway. It's like, come on. You're not going to get empathy there. You should not get empathy there. Another thing that I notice is people do not have critical thinking skills. I don't know if it's because of technology. or the fact that we have everything at the tip of our fingers. But it's just like, people ask really stupid questions. A lot. Like, respect people's time, respect people's value, learn to ask questions that are valuable. If someone has already asked a question that you have asked, you should not ask that question. I see this on my uni forum pages and people in class asking really obvious and evident questions. Stop asking stupid questions. Learn to save your time. Learn to save the person who you're asking's time. It shows that you're not engaging, you're not digesting information. You're just asking questions for the sake of it. Be very, very diligent in asking the right questions. Learn to be more critical and aware in every situation that you're in. Do you know those group chats? I feel like you've been in one of those. We've all been in one of those. Those group chats where you're talking smack about you know who's ex and how they're moving on, and then you're sending screenshots, and then you're doing weird like following up on someone else's life. I'm here to tell you, you need to stop. All is well behind closed doors, but keep your side of the street clean. Stop talking smack. Stop engaging in gossip. Gossip is a silent killer because it kills your time. Talking smack from a functional point of view is not productive. But just talking smack in general, come on. You can do better. Do better with your life. Be better. So we've all been there. I've engaged in activities that have not been beneficial to my growth to some extent. Like, look. What I'm trying to say is, do not engage too much in friendly gossip. If you had met the women in my culture, all they do is circle like a cult. They sit there and they talk all day about the same people, the same events. It takes too much of your time. You end up worrying about other people's lives. You end up stalking other people on the internet. This seems oddly specific. It's almost like I've done this before. Oh, far out, I'm exploiting myself. You end up worrying about other people's lives a little too much, and you lose perspective of what actually matters. Why does it matter what freaking Steve's third distant cousin's wife is doing after her divorce? Why does that matter? You got your freaking uni, you got your job to focus on. You're poor. Focus on things that you can actually manage and control. You know? The last one is, I mean, it's a bit rough. Last one is be honest with yourself when you're falling a little short. You know, like when you're like kind of falling off the rails, you're about to jump off the rails, you're letting yourself go a little bit. Keep yourself in check at all times. Whether that be physically, emotionally, financially, keep yourself in check, because at the end of the day, opportunity in the world isn't going to come to you if you are not prepared for it, if you're not showing up for it. You can't expect good results after giving half-assed effort. So, you know, show up all the time, invest in yourself, look after yourself, don't kid yourself. If you're not 100%, you're not going to get 100% back. Another way, stop being toxic, stop lying to yourself. Stop being delusional. Stop being foolish. The reality, the truth is right in front of your face, you know? When it comes to guys, you know, if they wanted to, they would. Not, but he secretly does, but he shows me this. It's like, plain and simple, if you wanted to, you would. Save yourself. Save yourself the time, save yourself the energy. You know, just, if you go to a freaking club to go find love, very rarely you're going to find love, but most times you're going to find people who are just there for a good time. Just don't waste and expel all that energy. Stop being delusional, get a grip, and just move forward. I'm so insensitive, it's not funny. I feel like I'm generally going to be cancelled, like before I even start this. Thanks for watching this long, thanks for tuning into my channel, and thanks for keeping up with, you know, the last 3 videos or 2 videos I've posted. As I mentioned in the beginning, for the life of me, please comment, troll me, do what you need to do. Please comment, like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks guys, bye. Sit on gonna tell you how you're being fucking toxic. Cause you need to know. Yeah, you fucking need to know.